since it is 12 a.m., I cannot use my real voice, and cannot fall asleep, not because of this creepy elderly woman's face, it's simply cause I just can't. So to kind of kill time for a bit, I am going to tell you guys the second version of new cell phone. Some things have been added to the story. Please keep listening. The Cell Phone is a short, scary story about a woman discovering something horrifying after allowing her son to play with her new phone. There was a woman who had a 6-year-old son. One day she came home from work, and bought a new cell phone, and made dinner and placed it on the kitchen table and went to watch television. Her son came in and saw the new phone, and asked his mom if he could play with it. She told him that he could as long as he didn't call or text anybody. He agreed and went back upstairs and into his room to play with the phone. Around 10 p.m. that night, she decided to tuck her son into bed and go to bed herself. So, she went upstairs and into his room, and he was already fast asleep. The phone was on his bedroom floor right next to his bed. She picked it up and began browsing through the settings, only to find minor changes such as a new background and also a new ringtone. She noticed that he had taken some pictures with her phone. She went and opened the gallery and saw the pictures he had taken and began browsing through them. How cute, she thought. He had been taking pictures of himself. Then she came across the last picture in the folder. When she first saw it, she couldn't believe it. Were her eyes deceiving her? It was a photograph of her son lying on her bed. But the disturbing thing was what was lurking in the far left corner. It seemed to show the left side of a creepy old woman's face. And now I am going to add into this, since on the actual site I was reading this from. All night, she just could not sleep without checking in on her son every half an hour because of this. She figured out she would make her son come in and sleep right next to her for her own comfort. She woke him up, and when he woken up, he was wondering what was going on. She opened the phone back up and headed straight to the photo. She found it and showed it to her son. He too was shocked, and he agreed in going into his mom's bed to sleep that night. She and her son got up the next morning. She told her son that he could not play with it until she had discovered what happened that night. She contacted her friends about it. They said that she should contact the last person who had the phone. But the phone was used, she told them. It wasn't the kid's grandmother, because she lived in the town right next to